Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the Founder's Roadmap. We're going to map out that chaotic, but let's be honest, thrilling journey of building a company from the ground up. We'll look at the key stages, the milestones, and most importantly, how knowing this map can help you not only build your product, but sell it too.
So, let's start with maybe the most important question. Where are you on this map? Answering this, and I mean really answering it honestly, is absolutely crucial. It defines your goals, it highlights your biggest challenges, and it tells you exactly what you need to do next. Think of it as your "You Are Here" sticker. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory to impress investors at a coffee meeting. Understanding your stage is fundamental to survival. I mean it. It dictates how you find those first customers, who you should hire, and when it's time to pour gasoline on the fire.
Okay, let's start at the very beginning, a place every single great company has been. I like to call it the jungle stage. This is where it's just you, an idea, and this massive challenge of turning a hunch into something, well, something real.
It's kind of crazy to think that just a few years ago, going it alone was almost impossible. But now, with AI and all these incredible no-code tools, a single person can literally build, sell, and support a product, sometimes all in the same week. And the data shows this isn't a small thing. It's a huge trend.
Just look at these numbers. The share of companies started by just one person has jumped by more than 12 points in about 5 years. By 2025, we're talking about more than a third of all new startups being launched by a solo founder. This isn't just a little shift, it's a fundamental change in how businesses get started.
So, you're hacking through the jungle. You've got an idea. Here's your first critical test. Is your product a vitamin or a painkiller? You know, vitamins are nice to have. People might take them, they might not. But a painkiller? That solves an urgent, burning problem that people will pay you right now to make go away.
This is so important. An MVP is not a buggy, half-finished mess. It's a strategic tool. It's the absolute bare minimum you need to build to start learning from real, live users and to see if your painkiller actually eases the pain. It's basically a learning machine.
And this table just lays it out perfectly. A prototype asks, can we build this? An MVP asks a much more important question, should we build this? It's the huge difference between validating a cool design and validating an actual business.
All right, let's keep moving. You've used your MVP, you've proven there's a real need out there. Now you need some fuel to get your vehicle out of that jungle and onto the first dirt road of your journey.
Here's a really simple way to think about this. Pre-seed funding, that's the money to buy the parts to build your car. Seed funding, that's the first tank of gas to prove the engine runs and that people actually want to get in for a ride. You see, at the pre-seed stage, you're mostly selling a vision. You're proving the problem is real. But by the seed stage, you have to start proving that your solution is the one people are actually willing to open their wallets for. The whole focus shifts from theory to real-world traction.
Okay, you've made it out of the jungle. You have a working car, you have some early fans who like the ride, but now you face what many people call the great filter. It's easily the toughest, most challenging transition for any startup.
45%. That's it. That's the percentage of seed-funded SaaS companies that actually manage to raise a Series A. That means over half of them don't make the jump. So why? Why is it so hard? Because the rules of the game just completely change.
This right here is a massive mindset shift. You have to go from, can I, the founder, sell this thing, to, can I build a machine that sells this thing predictably, without me? You've already proven product market fit, that people want your product. Now you have to prove go-to-market fit, that you have a scalable, repeatable way to get it to them.
And the numbers really show it. $1 million in annual recurring revenue? That used to be the big goal. Now it's pretty much just the price of admission. At this stage, investors aren't just betting on a great product anymore, they're betting on a scalable business.
So, for the companies that make it through that Series A filter, the whole journey shifts again. You're moving from a bumpy dirt road to a paved highway. The goal is no longer just about survival, it's about scaling up and becoming a real leader in your market.
This table gives us a great high-level view of what that highway looks like. Series A is all about nailing down your scalable sales model. Series B is about building out the team and grabbing more users. Series C is when you get really aggressive with expansion. And Series D, well, that's often the final push to dominate the market before a big exit.
Okay, now for my favorite part. Let's flip the map around. Because this framework, this whole roadmap, it's not just for you. It is an incredibly powerful tool for understanding and selling to your customers.
This is the key question you have to ask. A scrappy seed-stage startup has completely different problems, completely different priorities than a Series B company that's trying to scale. If you can tailor your sales pitch to their specific stage, that's how you win. And this just illustrates it perfectly. Look at how your angle changes. If you're selling to a seed-stage company, you talk about finding that first repeatable sales motion. But if you're selling to a Series A company, you talk about building an efficient, scalable machine. It might be the same product, but it's a totally different message tailored to their exact pain point on the map.
From the jungle to the highway, each one of these stages is really just one chapter in what you hope is a much longer story. And each one gets you ready for whatever's coming next.
So, you have the map. Knowing where you are is the first, most critical step to getting where you want to go. The path is definitely tough, but with a clear map, it's a whole lot less chaotic. Thanks for joining us.